You just your shoulders.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Care Package with Roulette Delgato. I'm your host, Delgato. This is my co-host, Adam Ford.
Hello. Thank you for tuning in again.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. We have an amazing show today. As we do every Wednesday, today we are going to unpack the love, the hope, and the care for your soul. And we hope that you, out of today's show, that you walk away with something, very important, and you're able to walk away feeling a lot better about you and the things around you in your life. So first and foremost, we're gonna get into celebrity talk.
Celebrity talk. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
All right. So first and foremost, recently Beyonce has teamed up with Peloton, which is the fitness company that are really famous for their workout bikes.
Yes.
She teamed up with Peloton for a homecoming themed workout, and what they're doing is giving away 2-year memberships to students that attend 10 different HBUs, which is historically black colleges. So they're giving away 2-year memberships to pretty much every student that attends an HBU. Well, 10 of them, I should say, which is insane because that's super expensive, first of all.
Absolutely. Those bikes, bruh.
It's insane.
Bruh.
And on top of that, like, what schools can afford Beyonce at her price?
Exactly.
I mean,
No
none.
school.
So, you
No
know what I
school.
mean? So it's definitely, I think, an honor for historically black colleges to be able to have that program and be able to work out with Beyonce as far as homecoming goes, because she did what show was that I do every year? Shoot, what is that show? It's a huge show every year. What is? I'm having a brain fart right now, but they just did it. I think it was either last year or the year before, and she did a whole homecoming theme, and it was super insane.
Oh, I know
like,
what you're
you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so
yeah.
I forget the name of the concert, but it's a huge concert done every year. So Beyonce did that, and because of that, she's the most requested artist, for that concert series now. So it's really cool to see that they paired up with her to do that, and being a person of color and reaching something like that is like insane.
That's huge for especially for the students that go there, and
right,
to be recognized, to be taken care of,
right,
to be taken care of by and nationally noticed, and that's huge, especially by a company like Peloton. Peloton is a huge company.
Huge, like so it's amazing to be able to see them giving back.
Absolutely.
First of all,
and then working with the HBUs, that's huge. That speaks volumes to what kind of company they are. You know what I mean? That
absolutely,
it gives them some credentials that most companies, a lot of companies are
exactly
don't do. They don't do
exactly.
That.
So I think it's really dope. And personally, I've never attended a university.
Yeah.
So I think that it's cool to see that they even are able um, to have that kind of program, because there's so many students there who, especially in the black culture and in the black community, things like heart attack, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, really high in that community.
The different things that we as black individuals are prone to.
Yeah.
From eye diseases to heart diseases.
Yeah.
The things that we are prone to, it's very uplifting to see somebody taken care of,
right,
that kind of community.
Right, and to have them giving back and being able to help the community is amazing. So again, it's really great to see. Oh, Coachella. Okay. Coachella. Oh, thanks to my best friend Lindsay.
I don't know why we didn't the biggest music festival.
No, like I literally aspired to perform at Coachella one day.
I aspire to be at Coachella with you while you perform. So it's fantastic that you say that.
Right. So to even not be able to think of that, my mind's blown. I can't believe it. But thank you to my best friend Lindsay. I appreciate you so much. So just to reiterate again, Beyonce is teaming up with Peloton to do a homecoming themed workout And they're giving away 2-year memberships to students at 10 different historically Black colleges. So congratulations to Beyonce and to all the students. Take advantage of that because it's so needed.
Absolutely.
So in other news, Keke Palmer, who we know from Akeelah and the Bee, she recently was on Empire.
Yes.
She's been in so many different movies, a Disney Channel. I mean, she is a huge star.
A very big, bright, shining light in the Black community.
Yes, very much, and a positive light as well.
A positive light. That's where I was going. A positive light in the Black community.
Right.
For celebrities. I mean, it's huge.
Right. So, and to be such a positive person, it's insane to see that she would recently be dragged online.
Literally through the mud.
Guess what? For dating a white man.
Yeah. That. First of all.
What?
Wait. Oh, okay. It's 2020. I needed to make sure that it was 2020.
And mind you, 2020 had brought us some very interesting times, but it's kind of like for any like her record is so squeaky clean that I think, well, besides the fact that she had issues with Trey Songz, and there was a situation where she was at a party at Trey Songz' house, somebody tried to like force her in the closet or something, and she spoke out about it, and people tried to come for her, but she's like, I'm a grown up. If I don't want to do something, I'm going to do it.
Grown ass person.
Right. So, anyway, so recently Keke Palmer started dating a guy who happens to be a white man, and his name is Stein, and he's an aspiring singer. So he is a part of a group called May 7. So I'm assuming they met in the industry. They obviously
he could have been anywhere around. Being in that industry, it's the people you run into is phenomenal.
Right.
It could be at dinner.
Right.
You could be at a party. You could be at a war show. But regardless of how they met, she could have met this man on the street. It don't matter.
Yeah.
To drag this woman's name through the mud and call her out because of the person, because the color of the skin of the person that she's dating.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because we battle racism, in the Black community. We battle racism every single day. So to hear people, and even seeing people of color who like bash her and drag her and say I'm not even gonna repeat what I read because I don't even want to promote that kind of hate. But to see that they were bashing her online and saying all these negative things about her, it makes me really sad because we fight racism every single day. So to watch and see somebody else go through from our own people and other people as well, it's just really, it's such a scene. I feel like you can date whoever you want.
Well, I mean, and this thing, like, I feel like we both have kind of been down that road before, like,
yeah.
Because even with like when we were younger, mostly, but like when I was younger, I dated primarily white women.
Right.
That's where I grew up. That's what I was around. So I've been through that with parents.
Right.
I was the one black kid.
Right.
It's. I know how that feels. And the whole world is going after her right now.
I mean,
not just two parents. The whole world is trying to just destroy this because she wants to find love.
And somebody who's been so positive.
Absolutely. She ain't out here sleeping with a bunch of guys. She ain't out, you know what I mean? She's not. It's not like she's with another guy. Like, you don't hear much about her other than positivity.
Exactly. And that's the cool part about it is all you hear about Keke Palmer in the media is so much positivity, so much love and light. So to see that people would bash her just for something simple as dating outside her race is ridiculous. And I just want to put the message out there that you can date whoever you want as long as they're over the age and the age limit and they are great people. I mean, date who you want. Like, who cares what people think?
Absolutely.
I know she don't care, obviously.
Well, clearly, but I mean, at the same time, like, a relationship is not between you and the rest of the world.
Exactly.
It's between two people.
It's not between you and the world.
And that's why relationships don't work a lot of the times now, because people let people get in.
Exactly.
And they don't communicate.
You got to stop letting people in because I feel like, especially when it comes to your relationship, it's about you and that person communicating. And so watching Keke Palmer be with this guy, I'm sure there's mass communication. I'm sure they're on top of things, talking all the time and taking care of home together instead of like letting everybody else in. Especially
absolutely.
Being a celebrity, you got to think so many people have something to say about you and who you're dating. Look at Nicki Minaj. She's dating a registered sex offender, so that's little different, but you know, I'm just saying a lot of people.
Say who you want, but
A lot of
Nicki
people
Minaj.
are coming at her, and I'm not going no shade, but you know, it's a little different. But dating outside your race is totally okay. We're grown.
It
It's
is
2020.
2020.
Do
It is
you
2020.
exactly? Exactly.
Come on, man.
So, in a little bit sadder celebrity news,
Before we get into this, like we want to be a positive show. We
Yeah.
want to show the positive side of the world, positivity right now.
right?
This next topic that Big Brother is about to talk about is very touchy. I feel like for a lot of people, especially in the Black community, because we have to be so strong.
Yeah.
We're not trying to bring any negativity. We just want to shine some light on this, because it's a segue for us to be able to talk to people about
Right.
positive ways to deal with it. So
Exactly. So
once again, take over. Sorry, my bad.
no, it's okay. Recently, Glenn Johnson, who is the big brother, older brother of rapper DaBaby, recently committed suicide. And it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And it was said that he posted a video of himself visibly upset and crying before he pulled the trigger. So it's crazy because, like Adam said, you know, this is a positive show. We definitely, you know, don't want to talk about negative things, but I feel like this is something I want to talk about because the suicide rate amongst the Black community, amongst the LGBTQIA plus community, is very, very high, especially in the youth. It's very, very high. And I think a lot of that has to do with mental health. And I feel like mental health is something that in the Black community we don't really tackle. Growing up, I was always told, you know, oh, you're fine. You know, it's okay.
Strong.
Be strong. You know, don't whine. Stop whining. Stop this and that. When you bring up an issue, yeah, brush it off. And it's just kind of like, at some point, we have to break the cycle and get back to, you know,
Caring about one another,
normalizing therapy. Therapy is great. Get in there and unpack those issues and talk to somebody
Absolutely.
about what you're going through because it's so important, you know.
Absolutely.
And I just feel like we swayed away from that. And as a kid, I went through a lot of trauma in foster care. You know, born in prison, mother was on drugs, my mom was a prostitute. Foster care, you know, selling drugs and being abused by a family member, you know, physically, sexually, mentally, and being abused all those ways in foster care. So I went through a lot. If I did not get therapy and counseling for the things I went through, I don't know where I'd be today. I may struggle today with depression sometimes. I may struggle with anxiety sometimes. But to get to where I've gotten to and be the person I am, therapy helped me so much.
Well, and to be able to deal with the depression that you
Right.
have now,
Right.
or that you do experience at times, the anxiety that you experience at times, it's very, there's a stigma in our community
Right.
that says we don't do that.
Such a stigma.
We don't buckle. We don't fold like that. And it has nothing to do with buckling or folding. It has to do with taking care of yourself.
Especially with Black women. People
very large
expect Black women to be so strong all the time. Oh, she's fine. She's strong. She's a strong Black woman. She's okay.
Exactly.
She's not okay.
No.
At the end of the day, she's not okay. She's dealing with this. She's dealing with that. There's a lot going on, and it's okay to seek help for the things you need. Mental health is just as important as physical health. You got to get up and work out to maintain life. You got to maintain this too, and it's okay to talk to somebody about it. So we want to give our condolences to the family of DaBaby and anybody associated with him who was really close, you know, about his brother, because it's really sad. Also, we want to say RIP to MO3, who was recently gunned down in Texas yesterday.
Yes. Actually,
I read a couple different posts. One said he was fighting for his life, still alive, but there was other posts that are saying he passed away. Right. And so I did do a little more research. It looks like he actually did pass away. So condolences to MO3 and his family and anybody associated with him as well. It's really, really sad to know these things are happening, but it's another reason to really stay safe out there, stay close to your loved ones, and stay positive, remain positive. I mean, I know we come from a place where, you know, we get out the mud, and sometimes we
Absolutely.
gain enemies and things like that. But at some point, your life is turning around. You have to change your habits and how you move. You know, and I'm not saying that they were moving funny or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I would definitely change my surroundings, the people around me, and how I move. So,
Well, and it comes back to the self care and being positive about yourself.
right.
It has to. Uh, finding finding yourself and who you are
Yes.
and what it's going to put you in a different situation.
Absolutely.
Just because you came out the mud and that is who you are. Those are roots.
Right. Right.
But you got to remember you did all of that. You strived for that to get to be the person that you envision yourself to be regardless.
Exactly.
And yeah, we make enemies along the way. We make, whatever the case may be. But we are all adults at this point.
We are adults.
We have to. I feel like not only mental health and things like that are a stigma. Communication is a big thing that we just don't do anymore.
Exactly.
It's not about like talking. We can't just sit down and talk about something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's
when we need to.
We have to, because communication is what makes everything work.
Right.
It has to work that way.
Absolutely.
In every aspect. Self-care, communicating with yourself, communicating with a therapist, communicating with your family, communicating with enemies to clear the air.
Down to your enemies, like
relationships. If you don't have communication relationship, what do you got?
Exactly.
What do you got?
Exactly. So that is your celebrity news for today. Thank you guys so much. And thank you again for tuning in to the Care Package with Roulette Delgato on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. Thank you to them for allowing us to have this show. We appreciate it. So we're going to... Oh, first of all, let me say hello to my sister, my amazing friend and sister, Shaniqua Volt, who is viewing right now. She is the most amazing person on the planet. I don't know anybody like her. I watched her fix my chain, dye my hair, and sew on a weave at the same time last week. And let me tell you, she is a powerful woman.
Absolutely.
And let me just say that, she's an amazing person in the LGBTQI plus community. She's a trans woman, and she is breaking so many barriers, being a person of color, and also, being a drag queen. I mean, she is like known all over the place, and it's just an honor that I got to do a song with her.
Hey,
the WAP remix, which is on YouTube. Go check that out. Shaniqua Vote and Roulette Delgato WAP remix. Shout out to my bro Dario tuned in too. We got some music coming up, and we're making a lot of strides. So we got a lot coming up. So now we're gonna get into our very first care package, and so ready for this one because
we got some new packages.
We got some new packages too. So this is our first care package.
It's pretty. Look at that.
That's right.
Packages.
Our first care package today, and this is gonna be the word of the week. And so, as always, I'm gonna let Adam pick the word of the week.
Oh, I was gonna let you pick the word of the week.
And again, we want to unpack. We want to unpack love. We want to unpack care and hope for the soul, and that's why we do the care package. So, word of the week is motivation.
Motivation.
Okay.
Motivation is the word of the week.
So motivation.
What do we got for motivation? What do you when someone comes to you as the artist that you are and the person that you are and what you've been, knowing your story and knowing your triumphs, tribulations, and being there for some of them, that's been motivation to me. Watching you and seeing what you've gone through and how hard you've worked, that's been motivation to me. But when someone comes to you and says, hey, Roulette Delgato, you're singer-songwriter, rapper, plus size, you're everything at this point. You know what I'm saying? You're everything.
I'll try.
At this point in your life, what keeps you motivated? What is your motivation to strive for more, strive to be better? And not only in your music life as Roulette Delgato, but in your own life, in your personal life, what motivates you to get up every day do what you do?
Family.
Family.
Absolutely family. And not just my immediate blood family. Family as in my siblings, my sisters, who basically helped raise me. I have cousins who I'm really close with, my best friend, my sisters who are not my blood, my brothers who are not my blood, my Gato gang, like hashtag
Hey,
Gato
Gato
gang,
gang.
that's my family. All of my supporters, people around me who motivate me to wake up every morning and do what I do, because without them, I wouldn't have a community to provide for. And not only financially, like when I really make it, I want to take care of my family. The goal is to take care of my mother, but she unfortunately passed away 2.5 years ago. So, it's my family now, my sisters, my siblings. I got to take care of them the way they deserve, because we've been through so much together. And then I look at my community, the LGBTQI plus community, and how much we've been through. Um, and I just want to be able to give back, and I want to be that person to show them, because growing up, I didn't have anybody to look up to. So I want to be that person they can look up to and say, hey, I want to be like him. I want to be honest and walk in my truth and tell my story just like this guy, because at the end of the day, it's very hard to come out of the closet. It's hard to live in your truth and be yourself and say, hey, I'm gay. Hey, I'm bi. Hey, I'm trans. I'm lesbian. Those things are really hard to do. So my family in a whole motivates me to get up every day and write songs and be a plus size model. We have people out here who are killing themselves every day because they hate the way they look, or they hate the way they sound, they hate the way they get treated. It's unfair to have to deal with those things, especially being someone who is plus size, African American, gay. I got all the targets on my back, and when I walk out of my house every day, I feel them. But I also understand that I have to live my life every day to the fullest and stay motivated so I can keep going and keep doing the things I need to do in life, because no one can stop me but me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like a big group of the people that you just spoke about,
Mm-hmm.
the youth of the LGBTQ, they don't a lot of the times even live in a house where it's accepted.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So
right.
You giving them hope.
Yeah.
Watching you gives people hope, and I hope
Mm-hmm.
for those who see this and those that the youth, instead of making that choice of maybe I shouldn't be here anymore,
Right.
they can turn to somebody and look at you and see that, hey,
yeah,
he did it. Let me reach out. Please reach out. Please.
And that's the hope.
Please reach
that's
out.
The hope.
Please reach out.
Yeah.
To Roulette Delgato, to myself.
Right.
Reach out. But I think that you're a pillar in that community.
Thank you, man.
You are, and I think
you.
you give a lot of people. I think you motivate a lot of people,
Thank you.
and I think you inspire a lot of people.
Well, that's the goal. The goal is to motivate others and be a beacon of light for them. And before we get into what motivation means to you, we're going to take a break.
Absolutely.
For our sponsors, and we're going to play a quick video for you guys, which is a commercial for one of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
So please stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Stay on. Okay.
Stay on. Okay. All right. You gonna stay on? You gonna stay on?
Okay.
Right,
do not go anywhere, because we have so much more on today's show. So. Welcome back to the care package with Roulette Delgato, Adam Ford. We are back, and when we left off, we were talking about the word of the week, which is motivation, and I kind of touched on what motivation means to me. And so I'd seriously like to know, word of the week, what does motivation mean to you?
my main motivation is the exact same as you. It's my family, and my family consists of my immediate family. My blood family consists of a few people,
Right.
A few people, but my family consists of. I got a brother named Roulette Delgato. I have a little brother named Brian. I have a little brother named Jay. You know, those are the guys that I grew up with, the people that I want to take care of. My biggest motivation is I wake up every morning and I look at my son's face, and I remember why I wake up every morning, and I remember why I do what I do and push myself to be what I'm trying to be, because I want him to see that no matter what you go through in life, and I mean, we've both been through a lot.
Right.
No matter what you go through in life, you can still always wake up and push to be better.
Right.
And he can be whatever he wants to be. That's my main motivation, because I want him to feel that as he grows, he can look at his dad and said, "My dad never stopped.
Right.
My dad never gave up. My dad kept pushing." And I want him to wonder why, so I can tell him it was always you.
Right.
It's always been you.
Right.
Because, I mean, you do all the things you do, and you do it for your family, and you do it for the ones you love and the ones you want to take care of. I go to school, I work, I take care of my son. I try and do everything to the best of my ability, to the top of my talents, and correctly, even keeled, calm, and never getting upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a lot, but looking at what motivates you, it all goes away.
Right.
That feeling of, damn, I don't want to go to this job today. Damn, I don't want to finish school.
Right. Right.
Damn, I don't want to have to go grocery shopping, buy diapers, and do all this stuff. But you look at that one thing, you think about that one thing that motivates. And when I look at my son's face, I say, all right, it's time to get to this. Let's go.
Right.
So that's my biggest motivation, is family as well. I know that for a lot of people, motivation is to get themselves out of a situation.
Right.
Mine is one of my other biggest motivations is I'm about my mama house.
Right.
I'm about mama house, and I'm gonna get her exactly what she needs.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love
so
that.
she don't ever have to worry.
Absolutely, man.
And that may still be taking care of family, but that's a very specific motivation. And I think about that all the time.
Absolutely, man. And that's the reason why I wanted to take care of my mother, you know, when I really made it, because we've been through so much, and she did so much for me. There were times, you know, we were up. My mom sold drugs for a long time. When she did, we were up. We had all the money, nothing to worry about. But there were times before that when my mom would go sleep hungry so me and my sisters could eat.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget those days
Absolutely.
ever in life. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna cry. Like, I'm not gonna do it. But I just remember days where my mother would literally not eat, nights that she would go to bed hungry to make sure that me and my sisters ate. And I am forever grateful for the things she did. So that's what pushes me still to this day. It pushed me to want to provide for her, but now it pushes me to want to provide for my family.
Well, and make her proud.
Exactly,
you make her proud every day with everything you do. You have to always remember. This is a side note. You always have to remember, you make moms proud.
Facts.
You always make mom proud. And for anybody out there who has a similar, I'm doing this for me too.
Right.
You look at what you're doing and remember that you're on the right path to making them proud. They're looking down on you and they're saying, yo, you really are taking care of what you need to take care of. And
Absolutely.
That's huge. So.
Yeah, it is. So that is the word of, that is
word of the week.
Word of the week motivation. So we're gonna get into care package number 2.
Dose.
Care package number 2.
You pulling this one?
I'll pull this one.
What?
So this one is for love advice.
No.
So love advice from a single Roulette Delgato.
I'll be here too. Hey, I'll be here too.
Adam's in a relationship. I am currently single. So here's the thing. Like I always say, giving advice to people, who better to do it than someone who's going through it?
Hey,
or people who've been through
really
it.
though?
Who better to do it? Because I've been through relationships with guys, girls. I've been through all of it, and I've been able to experience a lot of things. So we're gonna get into this care package. Let me see. Choose one.
Figure out that you find a good one.
Let me get a good one. Let me see.
They all
This
feel the
feels
same.
good.
They all feel the same.
They all feel the same. Okay. Oh!
No, you didn't.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Threesomes. Listen. Okay, listen. Let's get into it.
You said
okay?
love advice.
Love advice. Yes. Love relationship.
Are we talking
advice.
about sexually? Or are we talking about like love triangles?
We're talking about sex. You know what I'm talking about. Threesomes. Okay, listen.
We gonna break down threesomes?
Here's my thing. From my experiences, okay. At the end of the day, you're in a relationship, right? I know it's 2020, things have changed. People are poly. They have, three in a relationship. They're thruples. They're
There's people
quadruples.
out here with 5 wives.
They're quadruples and sextuples, and
Thank you.
it's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
So here's my thing: a person who's in a relationship, and it's just two of you, right? I feel like obviously sex is not everything, but sex is a huge part of a relationship, right? So along with sex, okay, and people think like, oh, he's not looking at me the same, and am I ugly to him now? Am I this? Am I that? It's like, hey, how about this? Spice it up, okay? That's why I think threesome are okay. Spice it up.
Absolutely, you can spice it up with
life.
threesome.
Here's the thing: if you are comfortable enough with yourself and secure enough in yourself, and you want to bring a third party into your bedroom for that night or for something ongoing, who knows, right? If you are comfortable enough in yourself and you want to do that, I think you should do it. I think it's spicy, it's exciting. It will ignite a flame and a fire in you that probably you didn't know you had. I just think that is important to keep it spicy, and that's not the only way to keep it spicy. Now you can do some lingerie, get some candle wax. You can do
start
all
off small.
Start off small, right?
Run straight to
You
threesome.
don't gotta bring a whole person into your bedroom just immediately. But all I'm saying is, I think that it's very important to do things a little different. And if your partner's okay with it, bring a third in there. Have some fun and maybe some role play. You know what I mean? That's something different as well.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Step out of your comfort zone.
You step out of your comfort zone. And the reason I say that is, if you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you're relying on that other person to help you feel comfortable.
Right.
If both of y'all are relying on each other, that's a relationship, is it not?
Right.
It strengthens that relationship. Now, I have some questions. When I say I have some questions, when it comes to a threesome, so say we have one of the people who's watching us. They say, you know what, you're right. I think me and my partner, whoever they may be, should bring a third in.
Mm-hmm.
How do you choose that third? Because in my I'm going to say opinion and not experience, because it opens up a whole can of worms.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, you don't just go to a mutual friend.
No.
You don't go to a mutual friend between the two, because that can cause some problems in the relationship.
That can cause some problems.
I feel like you both find somebody, you're out to dinner, you're talking, you meet a couple or you meet a person, and they come back for drinks. Mm-hmm. That is the perfect opportunity.
Perfect. It is.
But it's not that easy always.
It's not.
So please, I want to know what your opinion is.
So
to try and find the person to have that threesome with.
I would say dating apps.
Dating
apps are definitely, you got Tinder, you got this, you got that. I mean, I don't know. And for me, it's like
there's
Grindr,
a new one right now.
Growler.
There's a new one right now.
Is there?
Yeah. Okay. Every 10 seconds, there's a new dating app.
So dating apps, I think, are huge, because you're able to put exactly what it is you want and what you're looking for. Most times on different dating apps, I see, hey, couple looking for a third,
Absolutely.
looking to spice up our love life, this and that. And for me, it's always I get messages like, "Oh, let me see that BBC," and I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what BBC means, but you can use your imagination.
There's a whole eggplant involved.
And this is like, I'm just like, listen, I'm not really into just immediate like, let me see you some pictures and we're getting it on. It's just like,
talk?
What's your name? How's your day going? What do you think about the election? Like, give me something. Like, oh my god, like, what do you think about the election? I'm down for the hookups, but I mean, man,
can we have a conversation?
Yeah, like, but so my thing is, it's definitely about finding somebody cool and nice, and even if say you're at a bar with your other, and you guys are together, and you see somebody who's cute together, holler at them. If they with it, they with it. If not, they not. But I think it's
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
100% of the shots you do not take. That's why I'm always shooting my shot. Anywhere we at, you know me. If any of my friends watching, I'm like, they're cute. He's cute.
And when he says, "Oh, they're cute," it's not just to our group of friends.
It's not saying loud enough so they can hear me. And if they turn like, you
say, "Oh, okay."
Like, oh, what's up? So but I'm just saying, play it safe. Always use protection. Wrap it up. And if you are okay, Lindsay,
you stop it.
Stop it. Dustin, you know what BBC means, okay? I do not have time. Either it's BBC or BWC. So, I just feel like it's okay to spice it up and with your partner in the bedroom. And at the end of the day, you just have to be comfortable with yourself and with each other. People are poly too. Be poly, have fun. Do you. I think it's great. I personally would love to have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. I would. I think it'd be amazing because I still like girls. And, at the end of the day, I
pause. Now that you said that,
minute.
As
that shot is overly shot. No, it is not. Okay, like I miss a lot of these shots too.
It's overly shot.
Yes. So
he's in the positive percentile.
I feel like I'm in a positive percentile.
Now you said you would like to have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. So we are accepting applications through comments. So for Roulette Delgato, boyfriend and girlfriend trio.
In my next reality show for the love of roulette.
For the love of roulette. He doesn't give out roses, he gives out gold teeth. It's great.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so wrapping up the second care package, I just want to say that there are ways to spice up your relationship and your marriage without having threesomes. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. But if you are to that point, and both of you have thought about it, and something you've talked about,
right?
Either fear of rejection, or you guys need to talk a little bit more about who really wants that.
Exactly.
Because if you both are not on the exact same page, threesomes are tricky.
They are.
Because if you're not on the same page, and one person gets insecure because one person's getting more attention than the other person, it
gets real.
It gets real.
So you
but if you are both on the same page and you're ready, threesomes are not an unhealthy thing.
They're not.
They are to be frowned upon.
They're not. Don't frown upon threesomes, okay? Because they're good now.
They're good now.
So let's go ahead and get into the third
and final care
package. Yes, the third and final care package.
This one is, we are going to go with self-care today.
Self-care package.
I'm real short. I can't even see over this package. Where'd you get this?
Wait.
You make this taller than me.
I can't. All right, you can choose this one.
You sure?
Yeah. Just dive your whole body.
I swear, threesomes is in here.
It's not.
You wrote threesomes in here?
It's on every sheet of paper.
Oh, I like this one. I like this one.
What is it?
This one is self-care.
Oh.
It's game night.
Game night.
And game night. And game night, I think, is a great self-care idea, because what does it do? What does game night do for me personally? It allows me to escape. It allows me to get away from reality, from the election, from everything going on in the world right now. It allows me to sit down with a group of friends,
right?
Play a harmless little game, and have a laugh, have fun, and just kick back.
Right.
I think that game nights are a great idea for couples.
Absolutely.
Couples coming together with couples, friends kind of melding. I knew this was that full circle to a threesome. I knew how somehow. That's why I read game
motivation. Word of the week. Motivation.
Game night.
Game night.
Game nights motivate threesomes. Is this what it comes to? Game nights motivate threesomes. No, I think that game nights are actually a fun way to escape from reality.
Mm-hmm.
From reality, right. I think that we live in such a time right now that is so controversial and so there's so much tension. Game night can really pull you back to a place where you don't have to be an adult for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can do your thing.
It's great. Like fun. I'm thinking I see drinks, games, fun, friends, family, dinner, you know, I mean it's
all of it.
And it brings you together in a way where you're not thinking about the stress of work, you're not thinking about them damn kids, you ain't thinking about them bad kids. Excuse my language. We have a cuss on here. My apologies. You ain't thinking about them bad kids. You ain't thinking about, you're thinking about the fun you're having in the moment with them drinks and those games. Cards Against Humanity, which is one of my favorite games to play. I mean, it's always so much fun, So I encourage people to have game nights with your family, your friends, your significant other. Do fun things, like especially right now in the pandemic. Like, I think we're having a 2-week shutdown starting today or something. I think with Kate Brown, she said, I don't even know, but at the end of the day, game night's always fun. Make sure that you guys are coming together as one and having fun and doing those things with people you haven't seen in a long time. I mean, it's always good to do that and catch up and have togetherness and fun.
Well, and just having it doesn't have. I mean, game night is a great way to just have social interaction. Right now, we were deprived of social interaction. Yes, we have iPhones, we have Zoom, but that's not social. Me and you sit and talk next to each other. That is not the same as social interaction does a lot for mental health, because if you, I don't know the numbers exactly, but I know that suicide rate was pretty high when this pandemic started, and it just got worse during this pandemic. So a lot of it was because we aren't able to see those people that make us happy and we can have game night with. Exactly. So game nights, I think, are a great way to escape. It's a fun little, and let's bring it back to also just relationships. You want to go back to relationship advice or relationship. Game night was just you and your loved one. Why not?
I mean,
why can't y'all just kick back and play some cards?
Game night could be you
Monopoly, where you flip the table over combat.
Exactly.
That's real love.
That's real love. And definitely just to wrap things up with the third care package, game night is literally like so much fun, and you can just do it with anybody. I encourage you all to just do it, have fun, and make sure that you are looking into the eyes of the people that you're with and communicating. Put your phone down, okay? So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode, this week's episode of the Care Package with Roulette Delgato, my co-host Adam Ford. We appreciate you guys so much. Tune in next week. We are interviewing the amazingly talented and the amazingly funny and cool Brittany Love. Cooking with Love. It's going to be an amazing show. Tune in next week, you guys. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.